Hey everybody, yes, video number two. This is just a quick, I wanted to put something up about the plastic surgery. I haven't talked about it much lately, and I just wanted to say that I feel really good about it. It's a process to go through that. There's a lot of head work that has to be done before. You can't even really do but so much before because you really don't understand. It's similar to having a gastric bypass in that it's changing a lot of the parts of you that you wanted to change. So there's some similar work that goes on, but it's not quite the same. And when you're in the recuperation phase and you really aren't sure how far it's really going to snap back, the improvement is there on some things automatically. You just see it and you go, wow, this is fabulous. But there's more to come as it improves and improves over time. And there's some things like y'all saw me and how I was about my legs, worrying about my inner thighs and having that they were bigger than they were before. Um, you know, I really questioned a lot. I struggled a lot. That is a major pain in the ass to recover from. And it is still today. I mean, it's so much better than it was. And I'm almost just a few days short of 2 months out from the surgery. But I I will do a video later about showing you how everything is doing. But I just realized it's like 6 months since I had the breast augmentation. Not that you're seeing anything, but the breast augmentation and lift and the lower body lift and that CO2 face thing I had done to myself. And what a change that's been in 6 months. 6 months is when you're supposed to stop swelling. 6 months to a year, you can swell from things like this. So I think I got off really well with that first set of surgeries. And I did have a lot to overcome with the burn thing. That was some head work, but so much more head work went into doing your eyes and worrying about was I going to look like myself again. And you know what? I'm finally, I turned the corner a few weeks ago on that one, but every day when I look in the mirror, I like what I see more and more, and I see less and less of the little things that worried me before. For sure, yeah, that little spot that bothered me is so flat some days you just don't even notice it. Hold on. Back. That's my husband. He's coming home early. Oh, yay. We can clean up my closet for the move. Woo-hoo. Um, okay, where was, oh yeah, the face. Now come on, you gotta admit, not so shabby. No, it's good. Every day it gets better. And my arms. Oh my gosh, my arms that and but let me just say something else about my face. It's still numb. It's one side is, let's see, I feel this, I feel this, I don't feel this. Do you see that just that whole, I don't feel anything from here. Now this one is a little more, I feel more, a little smaller margin of places I don't feel. I do not feel my neck. And I always worry about rubbing it too hard. Like, so I try to keep it lotion because I think I could like rub it and it would, to the point where I just feel like it's really tender. So, but you can see, that thing that bothered me, let's face reality, it's coming back a little bit, but that is skin. It's not, there isn't, I would rather have it, I think, than be like uber tight for the rest of my natural life because I was pretty uber tight there for a long time. So the more I get to have just relax neck and movement and stuff is good. Um, I would say it was a good choice. I am glad that I did it. And you forget until you go back and look what you used to look like. It's funny what you thought you looked like, and then you're like, oh, he messed this up, and no, no, you mess up nothing, nothing. They know what they're doing. If they're good and they've been doing it a long time, they do know what they're doing. And you should, ask a lot of questions and feel confident in where you're going, but also absolutely trust your physician if they have earned your trust. And Dr. Quiros had earned my trust from the last set of surgery, so I don't know why I went into panic mode about everything. But so anyway, so the face I'm really happy with. It just gets better and better. My arms, I have to say, look, I'm going to step back again. I wish I could find a way to put the pictures on to show you guys what my arms look like a month before I had gastric bypass because they were definitely, and there is some softness here still because that, and I think that's partly swelling, but it's also partly that you have to work this down into the rest of your forearm and you can't have it be uber tight and then well, like that. So There has to be a little give, and that's fine. Doesn't bother me. What bothered me was more like it looking like rain down the front of my arm when I stood somewhere, or if I leaned over it all leaned forward like that. It doesn't do that. It just does not do that like it did. So I'm happy with my arms. Good choice. The inner thighs, I have to say, I saw a photo today, an old photo from last fall when we went to Bermuda, and I made my husband take photos of me in public in a two-piece bathing suit because I was going to do that if it killed me. Whether I was dying inside of embarrassment or not, I was going to stand there and do that on the beach at Bermuda. And so I did. And the photos I'm fine with until you see my thighs. Well, you know what? They are better. This surgery did. Did it take away all the hoodedness and the heaviness right above my knee? Heck no. Impossible. Not going to happen in this lifetime for me. Oh well, move on, Sally. But there's so much, they are improved. And I know from the 6 month ago surgery that I had, and the improvements, even the small improvements I see from the lower body lift to the burning face to the boobs, um, I know I will see that kind of improvement tenfold in my thighs because I think this is the thing that was affected the most by any surgery I've had done. The thighs are a pain. They swell. They're irritating because they swell. You got to wear these stockings all day, and they could be like this for 6 months to a year until they unswell permanently and aren't carrying extra water around. So I believe they're just going to get better and better and better. And next spring, I'll be running around with little, with a skirt on with no support hose on underneath. So I just wanted you guys to see. And then my arms. You just see. Did I show you my scar? Again, you probably can't see that much. This is the little spot where the tube came out for drainage. I mean, really, guys, I don't think anything about going out already. Um, with sleeves up, with no sleeves. I think nothing of it. It's so funny how unself-conscious I am about my arms. And I was pretty good about that before I had the surgery too. I mean, that sort of grows in your growth and post-surgery. I mean, post weight loss. You get more and more and more comfortable with who you are, and whether you have plastics or you don't have plastics, you become more comfortable with it. Um, there are places we will fixate on, but that's all up to the individual person and what they have. I mean, I still have this little saddlebag over here I'm not happy about, but oh well, it ain't going anywhere. I'm done with the cutting. Unless somebody's giving me something for free, the money's all gone. So, that's it. I just thought I'd step back and say I'm not sorry I had plastics. Do your research. Cosmed was a positive experience for me. Y'all saw me. I was pretty straight up with you guys, straight up. I think Dr. Kuros is a really fine surgeon, and he runs a really fine practice. And you should find out for yourself. So if you're coming to Vegas to the meet and greet, ask him the hard questions. I said, Dr. Kuros, now I'm gonna be right there. This was like I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks. I said, you better do a good job because everybody's going to want to see what I had done and see it up close and personal. And they're going to, but if you don't know in context what to judge something by, I mean, I don't know. Another person's had their arms done to have seen it in the flesh. I don't know another person who's ever had their face done to see them and before. So I would have known, what to expect or what would have been too much or what would have been not enough or where should I do it at all. I don't know anyone who's had plastic surgery except last year. I mean, thank goodness Amy let me like check out the breast thing, Amy SD mom, and Melanie would have done the same. So the point is, the more we're there and the more we share, the more you learn. And I'm an open book, ladies. I'm an open book. I wish I could say I was in my 20s or 30s and you'd see something that looked like you, but I am so happy with what I've done, and this is the end of that journey for me. But I'll continue to update you on how I'm feeling and what's going on with that. But I'll step back. You can see my skirt, and I'm gonna pull my skirt up again. I have all my stockings, but you can see my legs are still a little swollen, and I haven't done any exercise, so I've got to go way back. Let me just. This is another thrift store outfit. I got this little shirt for like $4. It's see-through. Then I've got a little black tank underneath, and then I got this really cute little vintage kind of fabric skirt. And I just got back from walking the dogs. I don't have on the proper shoes, but okay. So, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, really. They're definitely, no joke, they're swollen. Um, but there are days when they are really unswollen if I take a Lasix, and they're not bad. Not bad at all. So that's it. It can only get better. You guys take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.